conscription. And at 18, you had to go into the services. And I wanted to go in the Air Force. So I kept my eyes open, and the doctor said to me, "Where do you want to go?" I said, "Air Force." He said, "Oh, everybody wants to go in the Air Force." So he said, "Are you fit?" And I said, "Yeah, reasonably." And he said, "Well, what's wrong?" I said, "Well, I'm deaf in one ear." I said, "But I have been deaf since birth." And he said, He said, "Go and stand in the corner over there." So I went and stood in the corner. And he said, "Can you hear me?" So I said, "Yes." So he said, 1, 2, 3, 4. What did I say? I said, 1, 2, 3, 4. And he said, "Fine, you're fine. I passed you." So with that, he passed me because obviously he thought that I was trying to get out, going into that forces. So anyway, from there, I had to go to the Labour Exchange, where you had to put all your relevant details to this man behind the desk. So I had my identity card and my birth certificate, my union card, all sorts of things that were relevant in those days when it acted as though there was still a war on, and of course it had already finished. So he looked at them and he said, "Yes, oh, yeah, birth certificate, yes." And he did all of it. And then he looked at the union card and said, "Cine Technicians, Association of Cine Technicians. What's that?" I said, "Well, that's where I work." I said, "I'm going to be a trainee mechanic." And he said, "Oh, yeah, so he puts down. And he said, "Yeah, fine, take all your stuff, keep that because you'll need it." So anyway, so that was it. And next thing I knew, I was up at West Kirby, getting kitted out with a uniform, and then I did 4 or 6 weeks training, what they call training, which was square bashing, and learned how to shoot a rifle in case I wanted to kill somebody, which was very likely by the time I come out. And then I was taken up and put before, I think he was probably a flight lieutenant, who sat down and said, "I see, yes." He said, "Well, what I'm going to do to you," he said, "I'm going to send you on a 6-month course of photography." And I went, "Oh, really?" I said, "Well, why a 6-month course of photography when I'm a trainee mechanic?" And he said, "Well, you're not a trainee mechanic according to the forms sent to me. You're a cine technician." And I thought, yeah. So I said, "Well, I'm not really." But he said, "Well, I don't want to go all through this form again," he said. "So just do it for 6 months," he said. "And if you don't like it, tell them you don't like it, and they'll put you on to engineering or something." So I said, "Fine." Because what I didn't realise at the time, but thinking about it afterwards, this guy had ignored the trainee mechanic at the bottom of the form, and he'd put cine technician because that was in big letters at the top, Association of Cine Technicians. And at the bottom, written in biro or no, whatever it would have been then, ink, was trainee mechanic, which he ignored. So that guy at the Labour Exchange changed my whole life by just putting cine technician instead of trainee mechanic. And that was it. I was suddenly realised that there was a better way in life than working.